to the channel. Today we will be discussing the hottest trends in agile, working at MAANG. Now you're going to say, what happened here? Well, Facebook बन गया मीटा और FAANG बन गया MAANG. चलो भाई आज बात करेंगे MAANG के बारे में बातें. वहां पर जॉब कैसे मिल पाए? So let's discuss this.
सांवली को छेड़े बाहों में आ जाए भरने को, काले गोरे से क्या मतलब, मधु मिले या फिर मठा, एक ही रट्टा देख दुपट्टा, मर्द है बिन पहने लोटा, हूँ बोलेगा या बोलेगा साला, ओह बोलेगा या बोलेगा साला.
Okay, so now we will be discussing the rise of agile and working at MAANG. Let's see how we can get a job there. We briefly touched upon cloud-based computing last time. Today we'll discuss more in details about it and what are its benefits. First and foremost, it's a style of computing in which scalable, elastic, IT-enabled capabilities are delivered as a service using internet technology. So that's a lot of words there. Let's break it down. So first and foremost, you have to understand that every company, unless you're a startup, right? And India में तो बहुत unicorns आ गए आजकल, and they don't have to deal with this problem. But uh, most companies, those are the bigger companies that exist today, right? उनके legacy IT systems हैं, and those are holding back these organizations, and they are not being able to realize their full cloud potential. We need to break free from that. Uh, if you've worked in the industry for a while, you've had some experience under your belt, you've all heard about siloed systems, you've heard about monolithic installations, and those exist in most corporations even today. On-premise systems are increasingly seen as slow, cumbersome, difficult to integrate with other systems, and they're unable to keep pace with the ease, flow, and connectivity of cloud applications. So we have to accept that cloud is a critical component for achieving and maintaining compliance with new regulations. New standards like ISO 27001, SAS 70, guidance from organizations like Cybersecurity, Infrastructure Security Agency, and National Institutes of Standard and Technology. All of these benefits and needs, right? So whether you have compliance reasons, legal, security, or you want to do other benefits like, hey, you want to grow fast, you want to make some cost savings. Paisa kaun bachana nahi chahta, right? Most companies want to engage in a cost saving exercise. So you must accept that cloud has a lot to deliver and embrace its benefits. So now comes the key point. What cloud technologies do you need to have on your resume to get a job at one of these uh, massive IT companies, whether it's Meta or whether it's Apple, Amazon, or whoever, right? So today, आज की तारीख में तीन बड़ी cloud services हैं. AWS, Amazon, they are huge. Microsoft ने Azure शुरू किया हुआ है, and then Google has its Google Cloud Platform, which is upcoming and has, as I understand, more advantages, cost savings, and they're trying very aggressively to try and acquire competitors' business. So, I think many people might be more familiar with AWS at this point of time, but I think either one would work. And not to forget, like if you worked at one of the legacy players in the past, like say you worked at Yahoo, they had their own private cloud for a long, long time, way before these three came into the market and became public faces, of the cloud infrastructure business. So You might have already worked on the cloud, whether it was a private cloud or other forms of cloud infrastructure way before these three. And as long as you had some experience, that's all that matters. And it's important to lay it out. The next is containerization software, Kubernetes. Uh, these are very important for developers looking to build and run applications in the cloud. So you have to be very familiar, and you should bring that out in your resume. Again, it doesn't matter whether you've used, a more of a recent software or if it's more legacy experience in containerization, as long as you bring that out. Automation like CI/CD, that is again very important. So again, doesn't matter whether you use Puppet or Chef, make sure that you bring that out in your resume. So understanding these cloud basics and then specializing in one area to ensure you remain in demand. So इन सबको आप resume में लाइए, दिखाइए, experience बताइए. You're likely to get placed in one of these bigger companies. Certifications, right? How do we know you have a certain skill set, right? The easiest way is you must have certifications in your, portfolio. Of course, your resume must update and reflect those certifications. Uh, Systems are changing all the time. तो पहले डेटाबेस के होते थे, नेटवर्क से सिक्योरिटी टाइप सर्टिफिकेशंस होती थी, अब क्लाउड की है. So you must again, I cannot emphasize enough, you must go to AWS, Azure, Google, wherever, right? Get your certification. Depending on whether you're a cloud practitioner, then get the AWS cloud practitioner certification. If you're more of an architect level, go ahead and get the architect level certification. But आपको certification complete करना है. There is no escaping that, and you have to get that in your resume. Okay. So now let's bring all of this in together, right? How does it all play out in the organization in terms of their strategies? So if you've seen my previous videos, I emphasize a lot about agile, right? And I assume you've watched those videos and have understood how critical they are. But in case they don't mean anything to you yet, then you need to brush up on those organizational approaches like agile, lean, scrum. They are very critical. So आप जाइए, पुरानी वीडियो देखिए and understand all about agile. Technological advances come fast and often, and so old approaches for team and project collaboration simply don't work, right? So those siloed approaches I mentioned, right? Having all those different teams, departments, सबको अलग अलग रखे हुए हैं, सब managers अलग हैं, everybody's fighting, protecting their domains. That's all not going to work anymore, right? Have to get rid of it. So these old legacy standards, roles are being phased out in these bigger corporations, right? And that's what you want to also be ready to embrace. So if you want to survive and thrive in the sector, you need to embrace DevOps, right? Which is a combination of cultural philosophies, practices, and tools that increases the organization's ability to deliver applications and services at speed. Again, speed is the critical factor here. So again, you're seeing how agile is encroaching not just your software development, but all practices within a company. And वो सब jointly, enhance the company's value. So with that, I would like to say thank you, for watching my video today. Next time I will be talking about machine learning and artificial intelligence based agile and that trend and how we can take advantage of that to again get a job at one of these big companies. So thank you for listening to me. Looking forward to you joining in my next video.